What's going on, guys? Holly Oxted here. Here we go again, right? I let you learn. So if you missed it yesterday, it was like the great couch auction of 2019. I got totally trolled on one of my lives. Looking back now, it's actually kind of funny how people just is what it is, right? But I want to talk to you guys today. What do you do when that shit happens? You get up and you keep going. Screw other people and what they have to say or think, or that they don't have a life doesn't mean that you stop doing what you're doing. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and rise up to the top. I want to bring you guys with me. So if you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're from. What's going on, Joe? What's up, Mohammed? Thanks for hopping on. Let me know where you guys are from. If you're catching the replay, let me know that you're on replay. Let's talk about content today, right? Content is important. Join me while I have my nightly cup of decaf where I psych myself out that it's actually caffeinated and giving me lots of energy for the night. But content is important in marketing, right? You have to show up for your people. You got to give them stuff so that they really know that you know what the hell you're talking about and that you're a person of value. Right? How do you do that? You create content. You put content out there. There's really three types of content. There's like different pillars and different types of each like subdivisions of these, or let's not make it complex. Let's just stick with three for this one. The three types of content really that you need, and I want to break down for you, what's up, Lewis, is the first one is content that attracts and warms people to you. So content that attracts people, hey Craig, how are you? And warms people to you is the content that it's like sharing your story. It's sharing value like this. It's giving something that your prospects, your people that are watching, your following, really are going, like when they watch it, they're going to get something from it. It could be something for their business. It could be something for their soul. I like to mix it up. I like to, I want people to laugh. I want people to feel inspired. I want people to leave with more knowledge to be able to go out and actually take action. That's the purpose that I have with my content that attracts, right? So I don't know what that looks like for you. You'll have to think to yourself, what kind of content can you share with your audience that's going to really warm them up? Maybe it's your story. Maybe it's something that happened through the day, right? I started this live and I talked about the couch the couch auction that happened. Hey Dale, how are you? Thanks for hopping on, hon. Hey Lindsay, what's going on? So the second type of content that's important in your marketing is content that overcomes objections for people. Like objections, a lot of times, like in getting new clients and that stuff, a lot of people get caught up and hung up on the objections. I think objections are great, to be honest, because it just gives me new content to talk about, right? So content, when you have content in place in your marketing that's overcoming objections that are very common that you may hear a lot, like a money objection is the most common, right? So how do you overcome that? You start sharing stories about clients who didn't really have the money, didn't know if they were really wanted to invest. They went ahead and invested anyway and ended up coming out and doing 100. You're going to hear a train, so that's okay. Doing $138,600, right? That's actually a client that happened. So what kind of objections do you have, or have you gotten in the past? And then how can you use that in your marketing? So as people are, I can't close the doors. I don't want to, well, maybe I can. I have all my plants and stuff on my windows. So what kind of stuff can you share that's overcoming objections that you typically get when people aren't joining your program, right? So put that in your content. That's really big, because then you're overcoming objections before anybody actually has any objections to give, right? So knock those out. You get some F yeas more than you're going to get like, nah, I got to think about it, when you start including this inside of your content strategy. So the third type of content that you want to include is your call to action content, right? Call to action content, like, this is the one that you don't want to overdo it with. Like, I like to say, like, that 80-20 rule is pretty typical, and a lot of things kind of go across the board, but I like it here too. So if you're always giving call to action, join my program, call to action, people are going to be like, don't even talk to me, knocking you out of my space, don't want to hear it, all you're trying to do is sell me. Like, that shit don't work. However, there's an opposite spectrum that I see too, where people, hey Andy, how are you? Like, people don't even have any call to action content. And then you like go through their profile and like, I don't even know what this person does. What are they about? What do they do? there's no call to actions anywhere on the page. And somewhere around the road, someone started training on this, like, I totally get to create curiosity in your marketing. So I'm going to throw that out before I say this next sentence. Creating curiosity in your marketing is important. It gets people curious to take that next step and to start conversations with you, right? However, if you never have any calls to action to create, like, then you're really missing the boat on some big opportunities, because sometimes people just want to know what you have and buy. And it's a funny story. So when I first started online, I was like, I don't know how to use the word scared, but it was a couple of years ago. I've come a long way. I was like, I didn't want to come across scammy or spammy or like bother people or like just go out there and throw my stuff out, right? But then what happened is I didn't get any sales. Why? Because I never gave the opportunity. So once in a while, go out there and do some call to action content and invite people of what it is that you're doing, and invite them to have a conversation with you. Or ultimately, that's what I like to do, right? I never go out and I just like go straight sell my stuff or buy my programs. I don't let everybody in my programs, to be honest with you. Somebody came onto my live, they're like, something about me spamming my courses, and I'm like, for one, you couldn't pay me 10 times to let you into my program. I want to have conversations with people because I want to make sure that, because I know the culture and the community that we're creating is incredible. And I only let really incredible people who are really out to make a transformation and do big things in. Right? So I suggest, and you can run your business however you want, but in order to create that culture that is truly has amazing, incredible people, to have conversations with people first before they just go out and join your stuff. Because that way, like, we always look at our prospects. If this is someone that we would want to have dinner with and invite our family to, and have your family come to our family, and then yeah, you are more than welcome to be in our program, because we're creating a community of people who are about transformation, and it's it's an incredible community, right? So for you, like, whatever that call to action is for you, for us, it's always to have a conversation, because I want to make sure that it's actually a good fit, right? That could be different for you. Either way is okay. That's how we teach. It's all about creating community and culture. But anyways, call to action. So your 3 posts, or the 3 types of content that you need, is really that attraction piece, that what's going to get people to realize that you know your shit and that you can help them. Make sure you put that into your strategy. The second thing is to overcome objections that people have before they even can come to you with them. So that way, when you are having a conversation with you, those objections are totally out of the way. And the third thing is, don't be afraid to have call to actions in your content and invite them to do something, right? So if this was helpful, crap, my laptop's gonna die. If this was helpful for you guys, content's big, right? Content is important in your business. We are actually going to do a content challenge helping you create F Yea Content, so that you can get prospects coming in saying F yeah to you, F yeah to your program, and get you more clients so you can go out there and really make the transformation in this world. So if you want that, let me know in the comments below what I'm in. It's a free challenge to help you guys create killer content that's really going to attract and bring new prospects in for you. Super love you, super appreciate you. Can't wait for this challenge. It's going to be super badass. I'll see you guys in the next video.